Welcome back to my channel and to this particular playlist, A Balanced Approach to Business Growth. And this is where you'll find actionable steps, strategies, ideas. Is where you can come for your light bulb moments to help you simplify your approach, refocus on what truly matters, and to make sure that, or to help ensure that you're making real progress in your business while working smarter and not harder, and having the best possible time that you can. In case we've not met, my name is Lindsey Burden and I'm an intuitive business coach. And in a nutshell, I help my clients get super clear on what success looks and feels like. I was struggling then because, yes, it's about what they want it to look and feel like, not what anyone else tells them. So, helping them to understand and get really clear and to lean into what success looks like, what they want success to look like. And then I help them bridge the gap between where they are and where they want to be by providing one-to-one coaching and mentoring. If you watched the first video, and if you haven't, you really, really should, because I invited you to come on a journey with me. That first video in this series was called Start, or it was around the idea of starting and how there can be sort of reasons that we don't start while we put things off. But I was encouraging you to just accept that your ducks are not in a perfect row. There is no perfect time, and you just need to start. And it's in the starting that enables you to develop, to grow, to improve. What I didn't tell you in that video was starting can be really messy at the beginning. If you look at that video that I recorded, the first and the second, they're really, really grainy because I was recording them in a slightly different way to how I had recorded video in the past. And the quality of that video really wasn't good. So I've reverted to my old way of recording. So I hope this is much clearer for you. So yeah, except that starting can be a little bit messy. But go with it, learn from it. You will improve. If you don't start, you can't improve. And I have absolutely proved that with my first couple of videos. But enough about me and about grainy videos and the messy beginnings that is starting. Today, I want to talk about the topic of focus. It's not unusual for clients to land at my door and tell me they want to be and need to be more focused. It's not actually focus that you're going after. What you want is to be more productive. You want to know where to focus your attention. You want to ensure that you are making progress towards the success that you have defined or decided upon. Yeah, either works. And that you are working towards. But we get stuck in this, I need to be focused. I mean, I have a workbook called How to Supercharge Your Focus. Can't get my words out today. And in it, I immediately tell you that it's not focus that you want to, that you're going after. It's success. It's succeeding in your way. It's about finding a way that works for you. It's about being more productive. It's about making progress. So today I am going to talk about focus. However, the technique that I'm going to share with you is a way of you being more productive so that you make the progress you want to make towards your goals, your ambitions, and your vision to make it a reality. So, what is this technique I want to share with you today? It's called focus blocks. Now, that's not really a very exciting name. It's not going to light up the world, and you're probably going, focus blocks. That doesn't even sound very interesting or very fun, but stay with me here. Okay. So in a nutshell, I've used that twice now, but bear with me, I'll think of something else. In essence, focus blocks are time that you are allocating to work on your business without distraction. It is you choosing when to work on your business. It is you choosing the time that you need and want to give to that. Now, I do have a real, I have a phrase, it's a pet hate, and it's, we all have the same 24 hours in the day. We do not have the same 24 hours in the day. Everyone's responsibilities outside of the business, for example, are different. So therefore, the number of hours we have to give to our businesses will be different. And you might be choosing to give less time to your business. So these focus blocks will really help you with that because it's allocating time to what matters in your business, those actions that will help you move forward. So why does it work? How does it work? I mean, I know it works. Okay. I use focus blocks in my own business and in my action focused, results driven coaching package for incredible women business owners. We have two what I call get it done sessions. These are just 90-minute sessions where we come together on Zoom. Other platforms are available. And we decide what we're going to work on and we just quietly get on with it. So we set the intention and we get on with it. It's giving them that time. Now, they're only 2 a month. They're only 90 minutes each. Could you start with that actually? I wasn't going to suggest that, but maybe that's a good starting point. But to give you the incentive to make focus blocks something that you use in your business, a fabulous technique, as I've already alluded to, here's why. They create boundaries. They create boundaries around your time. Remember, I said they were without distraction. It's when you turn off your notifications. It's when you turn your phone over so you can't see any notifications on your phone. You might even want to put your phone in a different room. It is you saying, I value my time, I value myself, and I want to give this time to the business. So it creates that incredible boundary. It's really setting the intention to work on your business. It also reduces decision fatigue. Okay, now this is a really interesting one. And it's really important when we use focus blocks that we decide in advance how we are going to use this time. Let me explain. Have you ever been given some time back in your diary? I don't know, perhaps a meeting has been cancelled. Perhaps a project that you thought you were going to be working on, deadline has changed, or you're still waiting on something from a client. So suddenly you have an hour back on, half day, or even a day back in your diary, and you go, oh, I can really use this. But because it doesn't have purpose, you witter away the hours and minutes and finish and go, what did I do? I didn't achieve anything. I didn't use that time in a way that was beneficial to me. And it can lead to a real frustration. So it reduces decision fatigue because you are already making the decision how you will use the time. You are giving the time purpose. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, they also build momentum, and this is the one that gets me really excited because it helps you take the action. It gives you that time to focus on the projects, the tasks, the areas of your business that need your time and attention. So you will start to see progress. Now, it might be really small progress, but progress is progress. Do not knock it. So, I'm licking my thumb there. I'll stop doing that, but it's because I have some notes and I want to make sure that I cover everything off. So because I want these videos to either inspire, to give you that light bulb moment you need, but I think most importantly, what I want these videos to do is to see you take an action. So if you want to use focus blocks in your business, the first thing you need to decide is how much time do you want or need to give your business? Now, this might feel really, really scary straight away because, I don't know if I've got any time in the business. You already feel like you're overwhelmed. I'm recording these at the beginning of 2025. I'm still in January. So you might already be thinking, oh, I'm already getting busy, Lindsey. So step back. Really connect in with your vision. What does success look like? Why do you want success? What does a successful business look and feel like? What does it mean to you? What will it enable you to do outside of the business? Connect into that, connect into the vision, the goals, then say, okay, then ask yourself, how much time do I need to give this business? And I say need, and I'm into changing need and want because one word will have greater power for you. So it might be need or it might be want. So As you're thinking about this and how much time, you might be immediately getting into that. You might be feeling resistance. You might be feeling scared. I don't know if I've got any time, Lindsay. I can't, I need to give it half a day, a week. I need to be giving it 5 days a month. You might already be getting into that panic mode. Okay, so stop panicking. What about if you make it really simple and decide on two 90-minute blocks a month? How would that feel? What progress could you make with two 90-minute focus blocks in your diary every month where you work on your business without distraction? And I keep saying on your business because I really want you to make this about growing your business, about growth. Remember, balanced approach to growth. So there are times when we need to do the admin in our businesses. But I want you to, if you can, think outside of that. Yes, we need to do the admin. There's stuff that we have to do to keep the business ticking over and rolling. But actually, there will be projects, there will be activities that have a greater impact. So this is the time. So could you do two 90-minute blocks a month? Could you do a 90-minute session a week? Could you do a day a week? There is real power in making this decision because it is you saying, I value myself, I value my time, I value my business. And most importantly, you are saying, I value my clients because you want to develop and grow your business in a way so that you can work with more clients more easily, more effectively. So it's really powerful. So the first step is to decide how much time you want or can give to the business, need to give to the business. As I say, interchanging those words, find the word that gives the most punch for you and will make you make that decision. Now, once you've made that decision, I want you to block your diary out. It really is that simple. Block your diary. I'm hoping you have an electronic diary because then that's really easy. Make it a recurring event. Allocate the time. Make that time really precious. Make that time, your as precious as a client meeting, for example. There is something really exciting about doing this, by the way, because once you put that time into your diary, you can then decide how you will use it, give it purpose. So if you're blocking time electronically, it might be, for example, if you're doing a 90-minute session a week, there might be a particular project. So you can title it with that project until it's over the line and then you can add something else in. But I would go a little bit, I'd go a step further if you can. So think about break that project down. If it's a project, break it down into small manageable steps. So what are you going to be giving your time to? What are the actions, the activities, the steps that you need to take? Now, the other great thing about doing this is if something happens, because life does happen, the school calls, someone's unwell in your family, or you get called to help somebody, and you then may have to, I was going to say sacrifice that time, but I don't want to use the word sacrifice. It might be that you choose to give that time to something else. The great thing is you don't have to feel guilty about it because it's recurring in your diary. So you know that you have another blocked session. So you start to take the pressure off this. I don't have enough time. How am I going to fit everything in? That pressure will start to dissipate for you. So for me, that's really powerful. But I was going to say, and I know I've said so quite a lot, and I don't like repeating the same words. The other great thing about focus blocks and giving that time real purpose and having it recurring, not only does it take the pressure off when something outside of the business happens, when life stuff happens, because it does and it will, and there's nothing we can do about that. So we might as well embrace it and find a way of doing it. But also it means in your business, if you have to or choose to give that time up. So if a client contacted me, for example, and really needed my time and attention, but the only time they could do was during one of my focus blocks, yes, I can allocate that time to them because it's a choice and I want to do that. Knowing, again, same reason as that life stuff, when life stuff happens, I know that there is another block in in the diary. The other thing you can do is decide to give that time to your client. And I'll keep using client as an example because it's an easy one for me. And say, okay, well, if I'm giving them an hour here in that focus block, is there an hour elsewhere in the diary that I could block out and give myself? Okay. These, this is why this focus block stuff is so good. Right. What do I need you to do? What do I want you to do? I want you, if you decide, and one of the things, I am not here to tell you what to do, but if you can immediately see, if I have said something that's really resonated with you, and you can immediately see how focus blocks in your diary would be beneficial, one, decide how much time you can give or want to give or need to give. Whether it's starting with a 90-minute block a week, whether it's a day a week, whatever works for you. The the least amount of time I would give it is 60 minutes. Yes, we can be really productive in 30 minutes, but I would say 60 minutes at the very least. 90 minutes is a good session because then you can stop, move on, and do something else. And 90 minutes is probably, long enough for you to focus on one activity or task. I mean, I block a couple of days out in my diary. Monday and Friday are my days to work in the business. There are other things that happen in that time. So it's not just me sat there working through 9 till 5. There are other things that happen in those days, but that is generally when I am focused. They are my focus blocks. And those blocks have tasks, activities allocated to them. So how much time can you give yourself or want to give for your business? Add it to your diary. Electronic diary is where it's at, people. And make it a recurring event because that takes the stress out. That is really taking control of time or your time. And then the final thing is to allocate the tasks into that focus block. Because if you decide now, there's no decision fatigue. Okay, how does that sound? How much time do you want to give? Block it out in your diary, allocate the tasks. 3 things that you can do today. Yeah, you don't have to wait. You can make that decision today. And if you're already feeling that resistance and I'm not sure and I don't know how to do this, just do 60 minutes a week. Because you can build upon it. That's how I started. I started with 2 hours, I think, on a Monday morning, and this was about 10 years ago. And then I just grew that time that I was allocating as I got more comfortable. Actually, when we work in this way, it makes us more productive. It also means that you're not trying to squeeze jobs or activities in between appointments. So if you have a really busy diary, so for me, it's client calls, trying to squeeze things in between, by the time you've got your head in the game, you've got to come out, you've got to go jump on a call. It doesn't work. Well, it certainly doesn't work for me. So it means that you won't have to do that. There are so many benefits to focus blocks. I'm not going to go on about it. I just want you to try it. And I want to know, so drop a comment below this video. Have you made the decision to use focus blocks? How many hours are you going to give to this? I'd love to know. And at some point, I'd love you to come back and tell me how you're getting on. I mentioned a resource earlier, Supercharge Your Focus, the workbook. I will make sure that there is a link below because that will help you with that clarity. Where am I going? Connecting in. Even if you've got the best vision plan in the world, it's a document that you can use to really check in with that. Because when we have that clarity, when we know where we're going, when we're really connected to our vision, that's when we want to take these actions that will move our business towards that, when we want to make the progress. And we want to make progress, even if it's one tiny step at a time. So I will pop that below. The other thing I will share with you below this video is a link to book a clarity call. So if there is something that you're really struggling with in the business, it might be a project, it might be understanding how you can use focus blocks in your business, please book a clarity call. Okay, it's not a sales call. It's us diving into your business and me finding a way of helping you to move forward. And it might be using focus blocks. It might be another tool or technique that I have in my back pocket that might be beneficial to you. Or it might be just giving you the space to talk about your awesome ideas, your plan, your vision, and get someone to check it, to check that with you. Having that person that will go, this is good. Or have you thought about doing that? Most of the time, I'm just telling you how great it is and encouraging you to take the next step. Because really, that's what coaching is. I'm there to keep informing you that you're doing okay. I'm there to cheer you on and make sure that you're making the progress that you want to make towards your success goals, towards that vision. Okay, that's me done for today. I hope that you have found it super helpful. Do let me know in the comments below. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share your thoughts below, as I've mentioned, and perhaps tag someone, share it. This video, do you know someone who would benefit from understanding how to use focus blocks? Tag them, share it with them. Please do. I want to reach as many people as possible, which is why when you subscribe, you're helping me do exactly that. Thanks for spending some of your time with me today. And I hope to hear from you and find out how focus blocks are working for you. In the meantime, have an incredible day.